everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest drama, breakdowns and deep dives from the world of Hollywood and beyond. Today, we've got something juicy, a real showdown between woke culture, classic satire and one very angry Snow White. You don't want to miss this. In a move that sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and the internet, South Park, the undisputed kings of savage satire, have set their sights on one of the most controversial remakes in recent memory, Disney's upcoming Snow White, starring none other than Rachel Zegler. And let's just say, they did not hold back. You'd think at this point, Hollywood might have learned that South Park is not a force to be trifled with. But when the creators of the iconic animated series went full throttle at Disney's modern reimagining of Snow White, it wasn't just hilarious, it was brutal. The episode in question doesn't just poke fun, it obliterates the woke direction Disney has taken, specifically calling out how this once beautiful fairy tale has become a preachy, corporate-driven attempt at forced virtue signaling. And leading the charge in this cultural firestorm is Rachel Zegler, the actress tapped to play the titular role in the new live-action Snow White. Known for her outspokenness on social media, Zegler has become a lightning rod for controversy ever since she began shading the original 1937 Snow White as outdated and anti-feminist. Her comments about how this version would empower women and no longer be about true love rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and you can bet South Park noticed. In classic South Park fashion, the show parodied the Disney princess narrative by introducing a character so overly woke, so obsessed with breaking down every traditional element of fairy tales, that it felt like watching Zegler herself in animated form. The character literally lectures woodland creatures on gender roles, scolds the prince for toxic masculinity, and even rewrites her own story to be about overthrowing the patriarchy instead of, being a fairy tale. The writers didn't just stop there. They mocked Disney's transparent efforts to appease modern activist groups while completely disregarding what made these stories timeless in the first place. At one point, a group of dwarves, rebranded as magical non-binary forest beings, sing a song about inclusion that quickly devolves into nonsensical buzzwords. It's sharp, it's smart, and most importantly, it's hilarious. But Rachel Zegler? She did not find it funny. Sources close to the actress say she was furious when she saw the episode. She reportedly called the portrayal disgusting, sexist, and a dangerous attack on progress. Zegler even took to social media to post a vague but clearly angry tweet about animators who hide behind satire to mask their hate. The internet, of course, went wild. Fans of South Park immediately responded, defending the show's right to call out what they see as hypocrisy in modern Hollywood. Memes began circulating comparing Zegler's actual quotes with lines from the episode, and the resemblance was uncanny. One viral clip even mashed up her press interviews with South Park's parody, and the result? Devastating. Commentators, critics, and even former Disney fans started chiming in. Some praised South Park for having the guts to say what many have been thinking, that Disney has become more focused on politics than on telling good stories. That the magic is being lost in a sea of corporate-approved messaging and forced representation. And while there's nothing wrong with updating stories for modern times, what South Park exposed is how the studio often does so in the most clumsy and self-righteous way possible. But Zegler's reaction didn't help her case. Instead of laughing it off or even acknowledging the criticism with humility, she doubled down. Reports surfaced that she was deeply hurt and even contacted Disney about standing by her during this attack. Some insiders say she feels betrayed that Disney hasn't publicly supported her after the episode aired. But let's be real, what could they even say? Disney is now in a tight spot. On one hand, they've got a PR disaster on their hands. Their lead actress for a $100 million remake is now embroiled in an internet firestorm. On the other, they're being ridiculed in mainstream satire, which tends to stick far more than any press release. It's the kind of bad press you just can't buy your way out of. And meanwhile, South Park, they're thriving. The episode has racked up millions of views and fan reactions are overwhelmingly positive. Even some long-time Disney defenders are admitting South Park made some good points. When satire lands this hard, it tends to start a conversation, and that's exactly what's happening now.